Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. We're jumping on real quick here, about 15, 20 minutes earlier than we would have. Please read this disclaimer. We are not licensed financial advisors. So, guys, we did have this all set up for the RV strategy, which I'll go over a little bit more for new people in a few minutes. I took a small trade a second ago. We're going to be trading 1,500 shares of AMD. We are looking for it to break this ATR high right now, which is 101.48. Didn't really even get a chance to complete my setup here. I just drew a bunch of quick lines for after the ATR, if it breaks it, just so we're prepared. So we're looking for 101.48. We want to look for it right there, too. We do not want to look for it up at the histogram this early in the market. Sometimes they don't reconcile correctly. Let's see. And this, I got a pretty bad position, but not too bad. 101.51. So, and it just peaked above there for a second, and I snagged it now. Don't get worried if this goes down a lot. It's 1,500 shares. I've set it at $500 per trade that I can go down unless I have a big cushion, and then I might let it ride a little longer. I do like to hold my positions if I can, but this is scalping. This is scalping the RV strategy. I have a bunch of stuff to go over because I've gotten a bunch of emails. I just wanted to get into position. I have 22 people on Zoom right now. There soon will be 30. We started way earlier than we thought. We were about a little over 15 minutes early. Usually the RV strategy starts at 10 o'clock, but now it looks like it's becoming the escalator strategy. Silly names, I know, but they do mean something. They are a type of strategy. So, yeah, I'm going to hold this position to see how it does on these 4 hours. Let's see if we can get to 102. Already did it. Too high. It popped way back there. The histogram hasn't caught it yet. So we want to see if it can break this 102.34. See if it can break it. It's kind of stalled right there. Right? Yeah, it's right on there. It's on there. Oop, there it's dropping off. Wow, so it did hit the 24, hit 24 for a split second anyway. And then it pulled back. That's the third time it pulled back off that. So typically when it breaks the ATR high, you get a retracement once, twice, and then you look for a trend, or it might pull right back in which case we're prepared to trade the RV strategy. So I'm looking at the level 2, guys. So we are trading a large cap stock, AMD. It's over a $25 billion market cap, a $1 billion float. It had an ATR of over 4, which isn't ideal. That's why it rated only a 7, and I'll go over that rating system shortly. So if it's going to tap off that again up at 102.20 or so, I'm gonna reverse. I'm gonna reverse. That's what I'm gonna do. Not sell. I'm gonna reverse. So let's see if it pops up there again, and then I'll bank it on a reverse because I think it's going to come back and retrace. So let's get a look on that, and we'll go over the logic of that. Yeah, I went ahead and got it at 26 on a short, 102.26. So its high was 102.29. So that's not bad unless it keeps going. So as you saw with the buyers on the scalpers indicator, volume went down, and that's what I was looking at. We got a red doji as well. That's signifying that the stock's going to drop back down. Now, it might hit on this 4-hour pivot, and I'll talk to you about what all these are in a minute. We kind of got going before I could explain everything and talk about the different emails that I got about our rating systems and things like that. So we'll get to all that. But right now we haven't opened. So we got a few more people have come on. The emails went out quick. So people are coming on. They wait to the last second a lot of the time. So that's why. Yeah, you guys are doing good. There's a couple of you still long. Look at that dragonfly there. Oh, it's going to fill in. So this is not exactly shooting off at a trend yet, but this is the great thing with large caps. You're not going to get stuck in some fast move, and you can trade 5 shares or 5,000 shares depending on your budget. The strategy with these pivot lines works exactly the same. Wow, I'm going to actually reverse there, guys. I'm going to take that long it tapped the ATR down here all the way down to 101.48. I got it at 101.77. I wish I would have got a little lower. Histograms keeps throwing me off. So watch the level 2 if you guys are having the same trouble. I am long now, 101.77. 101.77. Okay, you guys are doing good. So how does the RV strategy work? I have a little cushion now, so I'm not so concerned. But basically, you set your ATRs. And what that is how you do that is you make sure. You, from the close of the last candle, basically you get your ATR, which is, we called it $4, and you subtract, you divide it by 2, you subtract. There's lots of videos on this if I'm going too fast for you. Lots of videos and an entire book called Day Trading Volume 1 that has that rating system I was just talking about how we find these stocks every morning, and basically it calls out how we're going to trade them. So you can watch the video for that on episode 82, or you can just buy the book, which is there's a link to it. But anyway, you divide it, you divide it in half, you subtract half of it from the close to get the ATR low, and then you add half to get the ATR high. That's your original channel. Okay, that's good. I was starting to get a little anxiety there. So that's your original channel. Let's catch up with everybody here. Okay, so it's banging in between these two pivots, ceiling, floor, ceiling, floor. Now, what we do once we create the channels, and besides using great indicators, and by the way, this is available on all the free indicators, custom indicators are on episode 83. And this is one you're going to want to get, especially for faster moving stocks. Reading these is good. So, the volume went up with those sellers right then. So it's a little scary, but right now the buyers are on top. So this is really telling you, look at the percentage of buyers coming in on that candlestick histogram. So we know it's going up. So I'm waiting for it I'm looking for its move to go up. Now you see me do a lot of reverses. That's what I do. So right here is 84. And there's a Fibonacci line. So I would look for its next rejection, because it's moved into a new channel. I would look for its next rejection up here at 84. Now the histogram, this is going to move faster than there. So I'm watching that just to see. For a second, guys, before I go on explaining. I'll bank what I have, because I don't want it to drop off, and then it might keep going up, but I'm just going to take that right there. So I've got 3,000. I banked it there. I got a short at 102.75. Oh, everybody's here. All right, 102.75, and our chat person is helping. So, so that's good. All right, so. Okay, so we're short now, and I'm going to reverse again. I'm reversing again right there. Oh, man, that was some slippage. So I am going long again right there on that 4 hour. 34, right in here. We're right in here for price. We're right in here. So I got a little higher. I got it up here. I wanted it to get it on that floor of this channel. So this is hurting here. So that's kind of where I would get out right there, but it popped back up quick. I have a cushion now, so I might hold it longer than 500. I believe it's trending up. Look at the 15-minute. All right, so a lot of people would say, what's all the drama? Buy here and hold. In this case, they might be right. If you're a scalper, you're trying to get more money than buy there and hold gets you, and you will get more money if you call these right. But there's always the danger that you won't call them right. So until you get good at and that's the whole point of these pivot lines and the Fibonacci's that we've marked. So after you mark the, let me just make sure is everybody doing okay? Yeah, my position's 102.55. Yeah, if this keeps stalling, it stalled off that. If it stalls off that 81, I'll do a quick reverse. I missed the reverse. I missed that little scalp there because the histogram's still throwing me off a little bit. There, it's back up there again. Yeah, I'm looking for a little scalp here, guys, to break 4,000, and then I'm going to ride it long again. That's my thought. Get 300 up there. My position's 55, which isn't great, so we're right at that my position. So it has to kind of get up closer to 103, 102.75, 102.80, and then that's up at this 4-hour and this fib resistance, and that's when I will reverse. But right now it's right, just torturing me right at my position, so it's not really making me money or losing me much money. Now you look at things differently with 1,500 shares, so you're not panicking over numbers like these, because look at the overall day. Yeah, so my position on the SPY that I took for Monday didn't go well. I did exactly what I said I was going to do, and all right, I am going to reverse that and hope I broke the 4, and then get ready to reverse again as it pulls down off of this floor. So I'm looking for it to get down one more time, or I'm going to reverse. If it breaks through that fib up there, 102.85, 102 or 103, I'm going to play the long and get out for a small loss. But I'm looking for it to, yeah, it looks like it's going to shake me out here. It keeps going up. Wow. 103, that's, is it going to break 103? I'm not sure I'd reverse if it does. It might just buy out. There it goes. Up once, twice. Now, it might reject it off 103, so we're looking for a rejection. Wow. I think it's solidly broken 103, so those two trades are going to end up being a wash if I have to get out here. I'd love for it to dip and get me a chance to reverse out of the short. Let's play it cool, guys. Plenty of time here. It is there's a very good chance it will retrace still, because it hasn't done its retracement yet. So I keep looking for that to happen, but it might just trend up today. The market's strong, so, there's no telling for sure. Okay, so it's going to come down one more time, but it just keeps making higher highs, and it's not going to come down where I need it to come down. I'm not going to get too greedy here, so let's just, I should have just probably taken that. That could have been it. I was looking for it to break below that fib, but it might not do it. And I'll go for a lesser loss and get back in on a long. I'm looking, there's 4K. It will slip beyond that, though. Looking for one strong move down here. 282. It's right at my position again, toying with me. There it goes. Oh, it looked like it was going to. Oh, my. I missed it. Well, those of you that are getting little scalps in here, at least you're trading. I'm stuck here. It's made a new channel here, so it's out of this channel. It just keeps stepping up to the next channel, does 3 or 4 moves, and then just moves to the next channel, does 3 or 4 moves, and then so on and so forth. So I think I might get one more dip at best, if I even get that, or it's just going to break through up here. Seems to be doing about 3 candles per channel right now if it keeps up its thing. You look for any kind of pattern, obviously, and you could be just fooling yourself with stuff like that, but this is trending up, and I am trying to get these little scalps in between, which is risky. You gotta know about scalping. You gotta know how to read level 2. Although with large caps, level 2 doesn't do much for you. Oh man, look at it go up here. So oh boy. That is not good for me. It's dojing down. I get one more chance at maybe getting out of this. I'm definitely going to take the next chance if it gets down there for a lesser loss. It doesn't need to be green. Just get down there. 285, 30. I'm going to take that. Okay, so I kept over 4. Now it drops. You know that's the way. That's the way. That's how it does it. It panicked me so many times. It shook me out, or I could have I'd be up 4,500 right now. Oh my God. I hope this isn't the retracement now. Wow. That was just nasty. That was the puppet master, man. They're watching. So, this is obviously this is respected. The fib in this 4 hour, this is very respected right here. So, and then this was 4 hour was pretty well respected too. Look, tap, 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 tap. Then it broke through, then it tapped it again. So now we have this thing where it's between these two. So, you open up the 4 hour, and that's how you get these. You're marking you do 2 different Fibonacci's, the 10-day and the 2-day, based on a 5-minute chart. And then you mark the wicks and the bodies, the 4 hour. And I went back and did a bunch when I saw it was going to break this morning. I normally don't go this far above the ATR. And these are places where the stock has turned around before. So it stands to reason that it will again. I had to quickly get over here to see how bad it was. So, my goal is to try to get 5K a day, and it can get dicey. Sometimes I'll come back at the power hour, make it up, and then my goal on the swings is to get much more than that. But I look at that for a week, not a day. And it's almost like my scalping hedges my swings, or vice versa, although I have much more luck with scalping than with swings. But I do swing with, longer period of time, usually not as high as share size, but over a longer period. So a stock might move $10 or $15 with like 200 to 500 or even 1,000 shares, and suddenly you have a huge trade, depending on what you're trading. Right now, I think when I looked this morning, I was down like 1,500 or 1,800 or something on my SPY and SQQ position. And I added a little bit, as I said I would do, and I am concerned because it's, wow, really? Okay, so this might be the retracement then. So it's banging up. That just broke through the 9. It's hitting on the 20. We have if it's actually coming down this new channel, I can't afford to go down that far. I don't want to ride it down below 3K here. So, the thing is, this is trending up. So I tend to just want to hang here for a second, but I know a bunch of you are short up there and you're doing good. Okay, so it banked on the 20 and turned around. Now, with this 4 hour, 102.34-ish range, is that going to be a resistance and just keep knocking it down? Every ceiling, every floor, is a problem, or either support or resistance. And then as it goes through, you look at it like it's tethering, almost like it's a person, like it tethers it, and it's harder to make the move. That's how it's described in the book. Break through that, please. Come on, with a force. Right on through that. Let's break through 102.50 and start feeling good about this position again. Losing a lot of trades here. I lost that whole trade there because I wrote it up here, got scared, did a quick flip to get my money back, and then missed the move I was going for. So you can't win them all. You try. Here we go. Now, is it going to scare me again? I'm not going to let it. I'm going to ride this. So is it going to break through the fib? 102.85. So my position's 75. So that fib, there we go. I finally got in the green. Oh, I took my eye off for a second and it got right back out of the green. We're looking for it to get up into this channel, then bank off that. If it has enough power to go through, then we, but look here, not on the histogram. Look, so 103, 10, 103, 12, 13, 14. That's when you're going to want to count on it maybe losing its way, or it punches right through. Looking for it to break 103. I'm holding my breath for, it's dojing red. We're looking for a 103 here. Oh man, really? It's going to drop off? Yeah. Man, you guys, you are messing with me today. So it used this, and it just dropped off that ceiling, but quick. Hopefully, guys, you are understanding what I'm doing here, however badly I'm trading off these pivots that are marked on the 5-minute, 10-day Fibonacci. That's how I got this high-low, and then the 2-day on this 5-minute Fibonacci. Those are the pink lines. That's how I got those higher lows. And they're telling me I have to leave soon, so I thought I had longer to do this. Oh, okay. There's a tiny bit of an emergency I might have to deal with, so let's see here. That's trying to deal with it without me, so I'd like to not leave yet at this particular moment, but we'll see how bad it gets. Man, I tell you, it's just sitting here. I should just probably take this money and wait a sec. Yeah, there's a bunch of you that are over 5K. Good for you. I haven't made my 5K yet. I just haven't been able to call these swales too well. I mean, it has played the channels, so it's going through again. This time I'm just tempted to take it. I know the second I take it, it's gonna break 103. Man, if it rejects off that again, it got to 92 on the ask. I'm just going to take that, guys. Just to stop the drama for a minute. And there it dropped, so I'm glad I did. Okay. It's hammering down there now. How are you guys doing? I'm out of position for the minute here. How's my situation going over here? On the phone waiting. And wow. I'm going to go and buy again. It looks like it's trying to make a run up there to get through again. So let's see if I can get a short scalp up here. It's heading up to 103. There it goes. Let's go. Come on. There's 85. I'm going to take that. So I got 300 bucks there. So that was good. And I'll look for a rejection off of that. Let's see if I get a rejection or if it just keeps blowing through. It made a new high. You got to play it this way, guys. You got to take a chance. It's the only way. I like to play the short moves in and out, and try to catch it as it goes up and down. You know, so that's what scalping's all about. I wouldn't have this much money if I just rode it straight up. Plus, I want to catch these guys. So I'll take a chance and lose more money if that's what happens. Bye. It's exhilarating too to scalp. I mean, it's a lot of fun to see how much money you can make. You've just got to make a trading plan and be prepared to cut your losses. I'm going to go ahead and take that. So that got me down. So I'm looking at the 102.90. I'm not reversing because I think that's what my problem was here, because we're just not getting enough action, enough movement in here to make a reverse. Oh, it's 73. I went in with a long again. Maybe a little soon for that. There we go. You know, I'm tired of just doing. I think I'm just going to hold it for a minute because we had a swale down here. So unless I see this hit like a 500 negative, look at the sellers, buyers. This is just, look at that, just straight green. So we keep getting 5-minute pullbacks, but it is going up. I'm going to do that logic of just hold it for a few minutes until I'm called away. So I'm actually trading longer than, because we started earlier, I'm kind of trading as long as I would normally trade, about a half hour at the most in the morning trades, but it just broke 10 o'clock like 7 minutes ago or something. So yeah, so you're going to want to look for it up here, like, this is the value, the top of the volume profile up in the 104, 105 range would be a hard rejection possibly. And then any one of these 4 hours can be a rejection. I don't know if I opened up the fib and showed you guys on the 5-minute, but you basically go high to low. And that's how you create your fib lines. And fib lines are pretty important as spots to do the. And here was the low. It's got a new high now, obviously, but that's where it was when it was marked out earlier. So that makes these lines in here, and then you're going to want to use those for support and resistance lines. So. Yeah, I'm just holding on. I'm gonna hold this position, guys. I'm stopping the drama for a minute and just because look at the way it's consolidating here. So I think I've got a pretty good position down here below this 4 hour. So I would probably hold it till I see it drop way down here, and then I'd be concerned that it's trying to get back to the ATR. So I kind of wish I had a position down here, but it didn't really, if I would have captured it right here, this might have been a better place. I'll start marking some of these out because now I'm actually going to stay here a little longer than I thought I was going to stay originally. So we'll try to get this to 5K, and that'll be my nut for the day. And I'm not going to get too overly greedy, but if I have a nice cushion, I might ride it for a little bit. It's not going to shake me out a lot of money the way it's moving. And that's the great thing about the large caps. Tesla, NVIDIA, be careful. But most all the others, you're just getting, slow, resting, consolidating moves. You rely on your support and resistance levels that you create either on a 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes. You want to look at your moving averages. Of course, you're going to want to look at your other volume indicators, of course. There's a lot of videos about all that stuff on this channel. You can get that information elsewhere. Be careful who I'm not just whatever. Read books too, and then trade in a sim so you can see whomever you're listening to that the strategy is working. And then once you see it in there. So remember, guys, if you like what you see, if you're new, I know I got a lot of new ones just recently, to subscribe and give a thumbs up. We appreciate you being here. Everything's free. All the indicators are free. We're not selling a course. And then if you want to learn quicker, there are those little cheap books that $1 Million Margin Club sells that I will talk about. Oh, I know. That's another thing. So the $1 Million Margin Club started their own YouTube channel. So there's nothing on it, but there will be. And I will not be the face of that. Somebody else will. So if you want to look up $1 Million Margin Club, it's just a red M now. I think they have 2 little commercial videos on there that are like a minute or 2 minutes or something. One of them is that really cool AI video where AI picked the RV strategy as one of the top. What it picked was range bound, and the RV strategy is range bound. So range bound strategy has been around since the beginning of stock trading, but they use it as a marketing ploy. Why not? But anyway, the more people that learn about the RV strategy, the happier everybody is, because I know they're going to do well. And the open strategy, we're not the first one to think of that. I mean, the thing is, we just do it we call it out a little differently. When the price action breaks the pre-market high or low, it's generally more often than not signaling a continuation of that movement. More often than not, I can say that, but not all the time. So you, of course, have to be careful. That's why you watch everything else. That's why you make a trading plan. That's why you do stuff like that. So don't be freaked out by the sensitivity of my charts, because they are wicked sensitive. And they'll pick up all the algorithm moves from people that are basically, a lot of people don't understand that they're buying and selling like a split second at the same time, and you get these weird readings if you have your sensitivity set high. And they think it's something else, but it's not, and there it goes again. So there's obviously some computer algorithms doing some nasty stuff right now. So this is fake. These are shadow wicks. Don't worry about those. So look at this. It is just trending up. So, oh yeah, and that's the other thing I want to talk to you about. So we're working on right now. It's called the. Let me open this up. I have enough here where I can do this. It's called the profit and it's called the level 2 ghost pattern. So this is not available yet out there, but we're working on that. And what we're trying to do is, and it's difficult, is working with Thinkorswim, is we are trying to create, this is really cool, guys, if this works. We're trying to create an indicator that shows you the depth of the level 2, but on the histogram. So it can show you the spread of the bid and the ask and the depth of those added together, but it's not letting us take the data from the level 2 to be on the histogram. The only way it's taken is off of the ticker, and we're trying to get it prior to that, because I know if they make it available, we can. So so if anybody can come up with a way, I'm calling out to all of our great coders out there to get that off the ticker or another way. So it's a probability of the people waiting for the bids and the asks. Now, what's so great about that is can you imagine? I mean, most people never get very proficient at reading level 2. It's really hard. On large cap, forget about it, because it's just not much to read. It's really designed for high momentum trading. Wow, so I broke my 5 and then some. So let's not lose this. But it certainly would be helpful if we had like a line up here that's signifying ask and bid, like splitting across here. We kind of have one right now. I don't have it on here, but it's just a probability one that isn't really picking up the real data. So at first it was really exciting, and we realized it wasn't really doing it. So, wow, so a bunch of people left. They didn't think we were going to trade this long. They left before I did. I haven't seen that happen before. So yeah, I'm going on, but it is very, very slow action. I think some people, did they do a trailing stop? Yeah, they did a trailing stop. That's what they did. Okay. Yeah, the way this is moving, it's not a bad idea to do a trailing stop. Maybe set it at $1 or 75 cents and just ride it up. It's not a bad call. When you see it trending like this, just figure out how much you can lose and set your trailing stop for the worst case basis. You want to make it pretty high so it doesn't get, look at your channels to see if it gets this. These channels will help you set a trailing stop. So, that one's only 24 cents, 34 cents. There's 34 cents here. And this one here is 81. Yeah, these are all like very, what we call, they're not even large channels, the medium. In the book, it tells you that how to rate the size of the channels. So you could set your trailing stop for like a couple of channels together, like a bigger move or between a fib and a 4, and then do that. I don't do that a lot because I like to just get out of the position. All right, I'm not going to lose this money, so I think I'm just going to get out. I'm just going to get out there, guys. 57.45. But if you're going to continue to trade, you might want to do that trailing stop trick if your platform can do it. Guys, I hope you like what you saw here today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Stay green. Trade in the simulator. Be careful out there. All righty. And I will be back. We'll probably have another video coming out, but definitely on Monday I'll start trying to do that swing, those swing moves for everybody that wants to do swings. Okay, guys. Have a good one.